Hello, welcome to Introspection with Jeff. I wanted to share something with you, a thought I had today while at work. Have you ever lost contact with somebody from your childhood, somebody that you played with, a close contact, close acquaintance, and you wondered whatever happened to them? Um, I was thinking of that actually after having made my first few videos of my early years. I hope you've seen them. If you haven't, check through my video playlist because I just uploaded them recently. I've been reviewing my early years, my elementary school years, particularly when I was living at Wetzel Road and going to Wetzel Road Elementary. I figured it would be enlightening and illuminating to you, and especially to those people who knew me early on. Um, anyway, I was thinking of this one kid in our apartment complex. I think he was in the next building over, and he lived in the basement with his mom and dad. He was about, I want to say, 3 or 4, and I'll just mention his name and details. I'd really like to find out whatever happened to him, if anybody has any information. I figure this is the best way, YouTube channel, it's public, best way perhaps of reaching him, finding out, reaching anybody who knows what happened. Um, I think his name was Nicholas, and he was Asian. I think either from Vietnam or Korea. I want to say Korea, something like that. Parents were Stephen and Grace. I specifically remember Grace because of the way he would say Drace, and Kraus or Klaus being the last name, and I think he was Nicholas. I remember he had a large Masters of the Universe action figure collection, and he had some Transformers. Um, he and I played with another kid from actually from the building I was living in with my mom. Um, there were in our apartment complex in Wetzel Road East Apartments. Each building had its own color carpeting. So the apartment B was colored blue, and the one I'm talking about was either green or orange. I think it was orange. There was another one that was colored green. Um, and his apartment complex was in the base. His apartment unit was in the basement level. There was another kid, Pratik, and I've managed to reunite with him and get into contact him with him. Yeah, get into contact with him again, and I'm very happy that he remembers me. Although he was very young at the time, he does remember me and remember certain things. Um, so so that's one person. Um, I don't have anything in particular about him to say. I do remember that when I moved from Wetzel Road to Liverpool Village, specifically to 409 2nd Street with my mom, that he did call one time and say that I'm welcome to visit any time. And this is one of those unfortunate shortcomings of myself, that I didn't take more of an effort to go visit him, and I feel kind of ashamed or embarrassed about that, because I remember him talking on the phone with me and saying that anyway. All right, a couple of years ago, a few years ago, this would have been recently. This would have been after I moved out of the house on Hiram Avenue after my mom died in 2018. So this would have been like 2019 or possibly 2020. I had this dream in which I went to a place with a lot of kids singing, I think, and they were doing some kind of activity outside. And there was something about this kid I was talking about having died recently, and some kind of a memorial. Um, and I have some thought about, psychic intuition or psychic ability or some connection to a greater awareness of what's going on in the world. So that made me especially curious about whatever happened to him. Um, he would be a few years younger than I. I'm going to be 48 this November, so he would be probably 44, something like that, or 43, turning 44. That's really odd to imagine because I remember him as this little kid that bounced his, back and forth in his little kid chair in the car. Um, I even almost remember the color of the car too. Um, and if I didn't mention it before, his father would have been Stephen. Um, but anyway, there are some kids from school. I'd like to find out whatever happened to them. There was a girl in uh, the same freshman advanced placement English class that I've wondered whatever happened to, Bridget Bierman. I sort of had a crush. Well, not quite crush. I thought she was cute. So I guess that's enough to be curious whatever happened to her. Um, and who else? I guess there are a few other kids I'm curious about whatever happened to them. So I thought I'd, make this video to spread the word that I'm curious about them, and also to get you thinking about people from your past that you lost contact with, and maybe you're wondering whatever happened to them too. Um, Please place your comments below. I'd welcome any comments, um, especially from anybody I'm curious about. So until next time, and I will make a follow-up video about Wetzel to Liverpool Elementary and so forth. All right. Oh, and also I plan to dress up as Samantha sometime soon and present. I have exciting. I have better makeup. Um, so hopefully that'll work even better on camera, and just my overall look will be even better. Um, I want to talk about my interest in Star Trek, specifically the themes in Star Trek, and those themes brought up that I personally relate to. For example, Spock being half human and half Vulcan, being having an emotional side and a rational, controlled side. Um, Also, a speech that he gives, a soliloquy he gives in the episode "The Enemy Within," where in that episode Kirk is split into two people by accident. There's a passive and an aggressive version of Kirk, and Spock says it's no theory, meaning meaning death, potential death when you try and merge the two back together. Yeah, being a theory as to, the death being a theory as to what would happen if you merge them together. And Spock says it's no theory. He's talking to Dr. McCoy. He says, it's no theory with me, Doctor. I have an alien half, you see, as well as a human half, submerged, constantly at war with each other. I survive it because my intelligence wins out over both, makes them live together. And that really spoke to me too. Um, and I thought about other themes that I want to talk about. Star Trek really made a big impact on me, and since this channel is called Introspection with Jeff, it deserves its own video. So I'll leave you for now and talk to you soon. Bye.